Welcome, welcome. I wasn't sure if I should stream today. I know I have been away some weeks because my husband was fishing. But today I could stream a bit. It's this time of year when the colds are coming back. The normal colds, not just the COVID. So I have got one of those. So I will stream as long as my throat says that it's okay. Hello, Sammy, welcome. Yeah, I've been away from streaming some weeks, but I will stream a bit today. Maybe not as long as usual. We'll see. How are you, Sammy? Are you going to stream today? Hello, Solveig. So I can't remember what I used on this one, and of course it would have been good to plan this before we started, but well. You are okay, and you're gonna stream today? I can't remember what I used on the background. Why have I done it like this? Well. Yep, you're gonna stream. Oh, lovely. Sorry. Okay. I don't think I have the right pencils here. Sorry. Okay, let's see if I can find the right ones. I remember I was using Castle Art. Joy, is it your birthday? Happy birthday. Wonderful. And Leah, hello. Let me see, have I missed anyone? I can't believe it's your birthday, Joy. How is everything with you? And how is the weather? Or can anyone tell me what pencils to bring out? I know I was writing the pencils down in the description of the first video, but well. I also did I wrote down similar Prismacolors. If anyone was interested. Okay, I'm just gonna start and see. This looks right. This is teal green light. Oh, the weather in where you are in Canada, Joy, is terrible today. But you had a peaceful morning with breakfast and coffee made by the hubby. Oh, that's wonderful. Hello, Jamie. Welcome. I also had some green, I think. But which one? Maybe this one? This is cadmium green pale. I'm not sure I use that. I don't think so. Where is all my pencils? I will just put out all the the turquoise ones. It's more of the blue turquoise, and this is more of the green ones. Oh, look, here I have some of them. Maybe. I tried to buy some like these see-through things that I could have my whip pencils in, but mostly I have so many different whips and I'm using the same colors in many different whips, so it's a bit confusing. I never think I will find a system that works perfectly well. but some of the Castle Arts turquoise were there. Okay. Teal green, cobalt turquoise green, and cypress green. I think I was using them maybe. Now I'm using them anyway. Yeah, the weather here is also kind of bad today. It's kind of warm, but it's very windy, and it was raining this morning. Yeah, they are close enough, exactly. I just used this now. Maybe it's the same I used last week, maybe not. But they are working. This was the cypress green. So I am thinking of doing one of these hauls videos. I never do them because I buy stuff, but mostly I can't buy so many things at the same time, so it feels worth to do one of those haul video. But lately I have been interested in testing some mixed media art journal thing, and I haven't really started, but I have started to buy stuff. So I have bought some crayons and oil pastels and different things and just started to swatch them and test them, and hopefully I one day can do something with them. Just my first plan was I was thinking, well, it's a good way of using all things I already have for the coloring book thing, and I can use them for mixed media too. But of course, when I started to watch videos and read about them, I had this, ooh, I don't have these things, and these things looks nice. So the collector part of me started to buy things again. So maybe I will do a mixed media haul video, and then I will not show you my when I'm starting to maybe start to do some pages, because I have a feeling I just want it to be relaxed and maybe not good, and it will not be good, but fun, just fun to try new stuff, you know. I've been coloring so much, and I am not saying that I'm any special good at it, but I have done it every day for 4 years, so it feels like maybe it's time to try something new. And I also bought some watercolor books, practice books. So that is my plan, to expand my hobbies, to try some new stuff this autumn. We'll see what's happening. Actually, I was so yeah, no, a coloring friend here in Sweden said to me some years ago, maybe 2 years ago, that she thought I was going to start doing mixed media later, and I said no, I will not. But maybe I have been inspired, and actually I have been interviewing, if you are following my podcast, I was interviewing A Ton of Colors, Nati, who is doing coloring, mixed media, her own mandalas and things like that. So that was inspiring. And lately I interviewed Jane Davenport, who is a well-known mixed media artist, and she has her own brands of art supplies, and she's extremely inspiring, and she said so many things that made me so inspired. And so I just started to, I had one of her books about how to draw faces in her own style. She comes from the fashion illustrator thing, so they look a bit special, but I just tried, and I was not very good, but it was so relaxing and fun. And yeah, I'm sitting in my sofa and doing some test things with some new things, but mostly I'm just color in my coloring books. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm doing here. But I'm having fun with you, so that is the most important. And one coloring friend wrote a message here on YouTube and said that this looked like a pineapple slush or pineapple smoothie. I don't remember. So I thought that was so funny. I have done a pineapple jellyfish. I might tone that pineapple looking thing down later, but for now I will let it look like this. So this is the cobalt turquoise green castle art. And I have seen that these new monarch, is it monarch pencils, which is some more help me Black Widow pencils are now available on Amazon. They don't ship to Sweden, which I think is so bad, but maybe good for my economy. But yeah. Yeah. You know, when things don't ship to your country. It might be good for the economy, as I said, but it's a little bit disappointing. Hello, Heather. Welcome. Have anyone tried these new ones? Do you have them, Sammy? I saw that they were, or Jamie maybe. I know they have been available, the Monarch Black Widows, on Amazon US for some time, Amazon.com, but now they are available in UK, I think, too. What was my plan with this? Did I have a plan? Who knows? Ah, Sammy! Perfect. I will maybe buy them through you then. They sent to the Netherlands, Leah. That's fantastic. I do like the Black Widows very much. They are creamy and soft. I think they are the softest budget pencils I have tried. But I don't like that they are so black. For me, it's very important. I have realized that I can see on the pencils the colors, even if they're not always accurate to how they actually look on the paper. And that's why you should do swatches, so you can see them on the paper. But still, as you know how I like to color, I like to be surrounded by pencils, and if they are just black, it's difficult, it's impossible to know which pencil is which. And I hate to have to read, you know, what is this pencil now again? So the new one, the Monarchs, I think they have colors at the end of the barrels, which I like. I wish they would do that with the old ones as well. This is teal green. I had forgotten how much I talk. Even if even if I'm just swinglish around, I hope you'll understand what I'm saying. So about my podcast, if you're interested, I released an episode with Morena Vayak some weeks ago, or maybe it was last week, and I will finish editing an episode with Katarina Bobarikina, this weekend and upload it for my patrons and later for you everyone. And I also have been interviewing Olivier Odorant and Jane Davenport. So I was so inspired by every one of those in conversations. Now it's just that editing that takes so much time. Okie dokie. Some more of this. It's just this teal green, cobalt turquoise green, and cypress green. And recently I realized something I already knew, but it was so obvious that I just do dark blue backgrounds in my colorings because I love them. I did a collage and posted on Instagram in my stories, and it wasn't even hard. I just had to use my latest colorings, and they were all looking almost the same. They were dark blue with dots, different shades of blues, but still. So now I am forcing myself in my latest coloring to use softer colors, other colors, just to show myself that I can. But later I will do, of course, I will do more blue ones because they make me so happy. But this is obviously dark blue, as you can see, too. Oh, Heather, I'm so happy you like to listen to the podcast. That makes me always so happy to hear because, yeah, you know, we put in this work into it, and I love to talk to these people, and they are very inspiring to me. And of course, I hope that other people too will be inspired. This is again the cypress green. Yeah, about those mixed media things I bought. Actually, I started to work and I had a real bad day. I was in such bad mood and it felt like the summer is over. Now I will not have energy to do anything. I will not be able to do podcasting or doing videos for YouTube or, yeah, it was just, I think it was the first day, and I do like my job very much, but that day, you know, when you are back and you have to realize that the vacation is over, I was in such a bad mood, and my husband had sold something on internet, and he said, "I think I will give you some money so you can buy some stuff because I heard you have started a new hobby." Yes, 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 I said, and then I bought some stuff. Oops. Let me see. So, what are you doing today? And Joy, how are you going to celebrate your birthday? I have realized that a lot of people are actually coming to these kind of hobbies now because of COVID, and that people are a lot more at home, and I think that is amazing. I think people are more than ever okay, you know, I can't this word in English, doing crafts in different ways. Hello, Lossie. Okay, you're here for some time until you have to start work. Of course. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Heather. I think that's too interesting to you just see these pictures and you admire them, but it's so interesting to know a little bit more about them. But I have realized that many people that I am super impressed by and think they are super artistic, and yeah, they know so much and they do this amazing coloring. So I hope for myself before I interview them that they would have some kind of art background, because that would make it more understandable. But most people say, no, I don't have any art background. They have just learned because they got so interested and and started to study. So that is both reassuring and irritating, I think, because it's reassuring because that it means that everyone can learn. We don't have to be experts when we start. But it's irritating because I realize I have not learned that much. But then I realize I have not the same urge to learn, or at least I haven't had that. I have mostly just color for relaxation, and I have not been that focused that many people have been. Seems to be, as at least the one I am having been interviewing lately, that they have read everything and they have watched super many tutorials, or yeah, just learned in different ways. But it's very inspiring because that means that if we want to, we can also learn, and it's not nothing you are born with, that they are born artists as from start. Hello, cat. So this is more green, it leaf green light. I thought it was a bit boring with just this turquoise. I wanted more of this greenish thing. Yeah, and I realized that many people at my work also are crafting, and they're doing watercolors, or one friend have been starting doing these mandala things on stones or things like that. And I know a lot of people in the community are doing these diamond paintings, which I had tried a little bit, but and I can totally understand why it's so relaxing. But at the time when I tried it, I felt that I didn't have the time. I want to color instead. But it's very relaxing and nice, so I can totally understand that. Or people are doing puzzles or these crosswords. Is that a word? Or word puzzles? I have been doing a lot of jigsaw puzzles lately. That has been very relaxing for me. Now I start to feel that the green was not good. It was not a good decision, but well, now it's there. Back to the cypress green. And what is my plan here, down here? Or should I just keep doing this turquoise? And what is my plan on the other side? You know, it's I don't know if you can see if it. Okay, thank you, Sammy. I will just keep doing them, but then I don't have a plan, I think. But well, I never have. Yeah, thank you. I hoped it would look like a glow. I have not a plan for the other page. I think I will do. Yeah, I have a plan. Okay. My plan is to do is orange, more darkish orange than this, which is so yellow. But we'll see. Maybe I can make this a little bit darker so these glows are more visible, because now this is so super glowy, so it's the only thing that will be shining on this picture. And as I said when we started this picture, I don't do Kerby much, and it's all these details that scares me. Oh, thank you, Sammy. Okay, let me see. I'm quite happy that I started to use the castle art for this page, because I have not used them much, but after this I have used them more, and I really like them. They are not as soft as Black Widows, but they are soft, and yeah, I like them. They have a really good color selection, I think. You're right, Jamie. They are a bit like the gold Faber, which I used actually earlier today when I was doing a coloring. I have not been using them much either. It can be I have too many pencils, but still, don't tell anyone. If I keep buying, don't tell anyone that I already have a lot of pencils. Well, and you're right, they are a bit like gold Faber, and I really like them as well. Thank you, Lossie. I know you are the right crowd to talk to when it comes to the supplies, that it cannot be too many. They make us so happy. And it's a little bit addictive, I think, to buy things, not just to get them, but to wait for them. Especially now when I'm home so much, and I guess it's the same for a lot of people, to have something special to look forward to every day when the mail comes. This excitement, is it coming? Is it coming? Mostly it's not coming, but one day it is coming. And also it's something that makes us so happy to use as well. So that is good. Sometimes when you buy stuff, it's things that you don't use as much maybe, but at least if you are coloring obsessed, so you color a lot as me, then you will actually use them as well. But I said to my husband, I think I've talked about it's on stream before, that sometimes it feels like I really need to be a real artist one day, because otherwise I can never justify all these really expensive and professional art material I am buying just for playing around in these books. But my husband said, but why? Of course you should do that. You don't have to feel like that. Let me see. I have such strange experience of, I think I was using gouache last time for covering lines, white gouache, and you learned me how to say gouache. And I have been practicing in my own time. Hello, Rebel! Because when I used it on this page, it made it, it gave the paper tooth, so when I was using blue around them, the blue became much more dark on the spots where I had used gouache. Thank you, Lossie. Uh, and lighter when I had not gouache. But on another page, I did this terrible mistake of I was covering something. I wanted to take away one part of the picture, which I never do, but for some reason I really didn't like a part of the picture, so I covered it with gouache, and then I thought that I could cover the whole background with gouache because that would be good. Then I would get more a tooth for my colored pencils. Well, that did not work. It was so slippery, so I couldn't get the pencils on top. So I had instead to use acrylics. And I'm really bad at using acrylics. So it was so messy. And then I I just tried everything, but I thought it was strange how different it felt. It was the same gouache, but it felt quite different. Hello, Vicky, and welcome. And also the buying thing, the buying part of the obsession of the hobby. It's also, I have realized that when I have a lot of anxiety, sometimes it helps to color, but sometimes I can't color then. I can just Google around and watch and dream about new supplies. That feels a little bit bad, but to dreaming about things seems to help. So Christina, before you went into this chat, I was talking about my podcast, and I was just telling that I'm soon, hopefully tomorrow, will upload a new episode for my patrons. Okay, here it's a little bit difficult to see what it is, as I have been using this gouache. This is cypress green. I have lately been watching a lot of this Community sitcom on Netflix. It's the current favorite in the family, and I think it's so strange and so funny. my yellow seems to be missing, but I will see if I can darken this up somehow. This is cadmium orange deep. Maybe now I will do this so orange, so my plan to make the other one, oh sorry. So my plan to do the bottom one orange will fail, but we'll see. One step at a time. Hallå? Ja. Tack. Jag ska göra en decaf snart. Sorry, my husband gave me some candy. You know, in Sweden we have this candy day. Not candidate, but candy day. So I got some, you know? Can you guess what he gave me? Some mint chocolate. Yes, chocolate. I don't like candy much, but I do love chocolate. Hello, Mika. I think it is too much yellow here. The surface is a bit strange because of the gouache, but it works better than when I used it in Sagor and Sägner, or as it is, no, it's the real name is Sagor och Sägner in Swedish. I think more candy is coming towards me. Hallå?
Hoppas att jag skulle lyssna.
Vad är det för något?
Bilen.
Den har en konstig beläggning.
Varför ser det så busigt ut?
They gave me, oh, what is this English word? They're not sweet, it's the opposite. Sour, maybe? They gave me a candy which mostly are known for being very sweet, but this was some version that was very sour. And I suspected it was something because my son looked very, very as he was going to laugh. Sneaky, yes. Hmm. Maybe this still looks like a pineapple slush. One of the mediums I have fallen in love with for mixed media. Well, I haven't started to use them more than just trying them on paper. But still, they feel very wonderful. They are the Faber-Castell gelatos. But they are so difficult to understand. The colors. They have so many different sets, and they're almost impossible to find in Sweden. And I just don't understand. Hello, Pickle. Welcome. How are you today? But it felt good with the gelatos to have a new obsession that I can Google around and try to understand and try to find the colors I want to try to understand which set they are in, so things like that, because that takes your mind away from worries and stuff, at least momentarily. Lemon yellow. Now I realize what I have forgotten, the thing I always forgot, and then I have to erase a lot because oh, it works. No, it doesn't. You know, when you don't have a protection paper between the pages and you are coloring, pressing with the pencil down, this mostly happen. I don't think you can see it, but this fox have now been sketched into this page as well. Luckily, an eraser will probably work to take that away. But I wish I could remember it, but I don't think I have any paper close by, and now it's already too late, so. But of course you will do that. Learn by my mistakes and don't do them. Yeah, I realized she did yesterday, so thank you Solveig, so I have been ordering some from her. She didn't have all the sets and not all the colors I wanted, but some of them. Well, actually, she didn't have any of the colors I really wanted, but she had some that when I saw them, I suddenly wanted. So I wish they were sold one by one, but they are not. Well, I think they were earlier. I found some on a Swedish shop, but they were sold out probably a long time ago. Okie dokie. What is this? Cinnamon? Yeah, I can remember I think I was using cinnamon on this one. feels like I'm coloring and coloring and nothing is happening with this page. It's so big, the Kerby pages. Or I mean, they have so much details, and of course it depends on what medium you're using. Pencils are not known to be a fast medium. Not that it matters, but for your sake, I'm not sure it's so much fun to watch. Yay! I hope I will edit it, finish it tomorrow, Rebel. I just have some fix to do, but it's almost finished. It's the episode with Katarina Bobarikina. She's doing amazing transformations in the books, directly in the books. Most people that I admire are using very good paper, so they can they are scanning the pictures and changing them in the computer before they print them on really good paper. But she is actually doing the transformations to make the pictures look more realistic directly in the books. And as I do love to color in the books, I thought that was very inspiring. So that was cinnamon. I do wish I had a swatch. Had swatched my castle art, but I have still not done that. This is sepia. I just wanted some kind of brown. Yeah, Katarina, she actually just used this Posca, white Posca, to cover the lines, and then she used a mechanical pencil to add stuff. She draws in things herself. I thought it was inspiring to get her best tips on how to use Posca and to be able to color on top of them, because I have had problem with that. Because they are not made for doing that. I was chatting with Posca themselves. Well, not with the pens, obviously. I think I was talking about this the last time too when I was streaming, but they told me why it wasn't good for covering with pencils. Thank you, Mika. It's delicious. What was it Maria called it now? The pineapple slush or the pineapple smoothie. I don't remember which one it was. Let me see. Back to the cadmium orange deep. Do you also have very vivid dreams? I mean, when you are sleeping, not during daytime. I have realized that my daytime life, my ordinary life, is very. I guess people who watch, maybe would think it's very boring. I mean, not much happening. I'm mostly at home, just spending time with my family. I'm working from home, coloring in the sofa. Very boring. But during my nights, there are always so many adventures. It's coloring book meetups, and it's travelings around the world, and it's always something going on. Okay. Luckily, I don't dream bad dreams very often, because dreams can be both amazing and terrible. Walnut brown. Ooh. It looked so not brown, but it was. Oh, thank you for being here, Lassie, and good luck with your work. I saw such funny story in the newspaper. It wasn't in the newspaper, but whatever, on the news online, about Venom, the movie, the Marvel movie Venom, and the Swedish subtitles on Netflix that apparently had been a big issue on social media because Venom was talking so odd. We have started to watch Venom just because of this, but we just watched some minutes because it didn't felt so good. But I do have to watch it a bit more just to see, because obviously it was a really strange subtitles, really strange words, and people have obviously been asking in social media, where in Sweden are people talking like this, and what is this? Really strange sentences. And oh, it must have been on television online, because they were actually interviewing. After some time, they found the person who had made the subtitles, and he was not living in Sweden. He was living in Finland, I think. And he was a little bit like, yeah, but you know, I have to translate so many movies, and sometimes you just want to spice things up. So it was such strange things. I don't know if you have subtitles, use subtitles in your countries, or if you are, if they are doing voice-overs, or if you live in a country where you already speak English, you don't have to care about that if it's an English speak or American English or English language. But in Sweden we do have subtitles mostly for kids. In kids movies we have voiceovers, but not on other films. So I thought that was funny, because mostly when it's a lot of sad things going around in the world, but that was something funny. Okay, maybe I will leave you now for a while. Jellyfish. I just needed to do some more on it because I was a bit tired of doing all these in the same color. I think it's maybe a not such an adventure way of coloring this page to just use the same colors on all these different small things. But as I mostly don't do these kind of pages with a lot of details, I feel for me I would be just too overwhelmed if I had to choose new colors for every detail. I have seen, maybe it is in this book, I will show you. I will zoom out and show you. In the beginning of this book, it's kind of an homage to the coloring community. Kerby have included coloring pages that people have done from his pages. And one of them is this picture. Look at this, how beautiful it is. This was the kind of color I had in mind from start, some kind of turquoise, but now I didn't. And look, so many different colors. I mean, it's not so many different, but still it's purple, red, blue, green. It's very beautiful, I think. It's very, very beautiful. Very inspiring. But as you can see, I have done a pineapple. Hello, Rain and Robin. Hello. Maybe I should go in with this cadmium orange deep again to kind of make this hair. I know it's not hair, but these tentacles less yellow. Oops. I was coloring outside the line. I have no idea here where the tentacle ends and the water begins, because the gouache makes it totally impossible to see. But maybe no one cares. Oops. The other day I was reading something about the person talking about how discouraged he had been at school. Some teacher had, about art. And it feels like it's kind of common. I think even Johanna Basford was talking about this in some of the episodes I have done with her, that she was doing something in school and the teacher was not happy with the result because it was not the kind of thing the teacher had envisioned. So Johanna was very discouraged that she couldn't do art, she couldn't draw. And I can't understand, because it happened to me too when I was in school. And isn't it strange? I mean, teachers are meant to inspire, that so many people have this bad experience from school time about teachers who have made them discouraged about their art. I think it's such a failure and so strange. So that's the good thing about the community, that we're not discourage each other. Well, hopefully we are not doing that as well, at least. Oops. Now these kind of greenish things look almost sick next to this other orange yellowish. I wonder how I will be able to fix this, but I guess there are ways. Now I'm just sitting here with a lot of pencils in my hand. It always ends up like this, and I have this huge bunch of pencils in my hand. Once I actually accidentally took a pencil and it was really, really sharp, and I stabbed myself in the neck. It happened last week. So the tip was broken totally, and it really hurt. So don't do that. Be careful when you are sitting with a lot of pencils in your hand. That was not good, Leslie. Green again, this leaf green light. Hello, small figures. Mara, hello and welcome. This is the suppressed green. Yeah, it's not easy when you're clumsy. Another thing that happened this week was that I had bought some really, really wonderful, creamy, metallic oil pastels. They felt so luxurious, and I was doing a swatch with them. And I just had to pick up the crayons to read the name on them. And then I flipped them off the sofa. So I kicked them with my feet like a football, and every one of them was spread out on the floor. And I was so scared that I had broken them because they were so soft and delicate and creamy and wonderful. But now they were kind of dusty, but they didn't break, so that was good. But I realized that yeah, I have to be careful, or don't have or not buy so expensive things, or 3, have a very soft carpet down under me so it won't break. So that was what saved them. I had this soft carpet underneath. Let me see. Maybe some of these little things here in the background is actually tentacles, but I will kind of use them not as tentacles. I will not add in more, I think. Orange here, yellow orange. Oops, this is not a castle art. This was a light malachite green 181 luminance. I am slowly buying the set. Some pencils every month. So apparently I have one of those here as well. And the green, leaf green light. Maybe I could zoom in a bit. I just have to be sure I am not. Oops. Yeah, that's easier that happens when you are zooming in, that you're coloring outside the frame. Cypress green, which is the darkest blue I'm using so far. Yeah, now I'm outside the frame again. And the cobalt turquoise green. And you know what? I will not be able to stream for so long today. I feel kind of sick. My son was sick this week, the first week of school. He couldn't go, and it seems like I have received it. So I was taking some painkillers and hoped it would work, but I can feel that I'm getting worse. So I will not stream for so long today. But I wanted to be a little bit with you anyway, as I have been away from you, or you have been away from me. I mean, have been away, but for me, I haven't been with you for some weeks, so I have missed you. Sorry. So I might keep doing this off stream, not today because I need to lay down, but just in the same colors. And if I do some changes in color scheme, I will stop doing it and start doing it on next stream instead. So yeah, actually I think I need to stop streaming because I don't feel really well. Thank you, Heather. I will. It started yesterday with some coughing and sore throat, and now I'm just so tired and I have a bit of sore throat and maybe a little bit of a fever, but I just think it's a normal cold. So I just wanted to hang out a bit with you, and I was hoping I could stream a bit longer, but now I really feel I need to lay down, so I will just keep doing this later with the same colors, with this green to this darker turquoise, and then I'll come back hopefully next weekend. So yes, I do need to rest, but I'd love to have you here and spend. Just let's meet next weekend. We can meet next weekend, and happy coloring day. And Sammy is streaming today, later today, so you have something wonderful to look forward to. And yeah, always lovely to have you around, and see you then. Thank you, everyone. Take care.